Hello friends, myself Professor Sunil Devkar, Assistant Professor in Department of English of Rao Bahadur Narendra Boroke College, Srirampur. Today I am going to deal with the poem Sea Breeze Bombay by the Indian poet Adil Jusawala. So Adil Jusawala, he was born in Bombay in the year 1940. He is an Indian poet, magazine editor and a translator. For education purpose from 1957 to 1970 he was in England. So the purpose behind it was to become an architect, but his interest, it grew in literature. It grew in literature and his love for English language, and later we see he started writing his literary works. So he published 2 volumes of poetry. The 2 volumes of his poetry are Land's End and Missing Person. So this poem is taken from his collection Missing Person, which was published in the year 1974. If you identify what kind of poet he was a poet of modern age. So what kind of modern age? Modern age which is filled with hollowness, alienation. At one side there is progress, industrial progress, but at the other side the hollowness or the changed attitude of the people, which is clearly reflected through his poetry. So he could be identified. If you see what kind of poet he was identified as a poet of modern age. So by birth he was a Parsi, and so he is also been identified as the poet of the community of Parsi. And finally he is also identified as poet of Bombay, now Mumbai, but in those days you can say Mumbai was called as Bombay. Later the name it was that means the name it changed as Mumbai. So the major themes of his poems, they are related to partition. So we can understand. So that means so he has witnessed the partition. Yes, he was born in 1940, but at the same time he witnessed the partition. So we may say at 1947 he was just 7 or 8 years old, but he witnessed all those things and they stuck in his mind, and later on in the form of poetry they came out and he witnessed all those things. So the themes, they are related to partition, exile, alienation and fragmentation. So fragmentation we can understand. So fragments, breaking partition, it is also a kind of fragmentation. So likewise we could see Adil Jusawala, he as a poet of partition also. So we can also compare him to the partition work of Khushwant Singh. Khushwant Singh's famous novel Train to Pakistan. So Train to Pakistan, in that novel, what he has described about? He has described about the impact of partition. A decision was taken that one country, naturally it was, that means the partition of India and Pakistan. Just it was as if for the Muslim community, a separate nation it was created, it was Pakistan, and for Hindus, we may say at those time, it was proclaimed that it was India. And so we see in that novel, one train which came from Lahore and the other train it came from, that means it went from Delhi to Lahore. But what was that train full with? The train, it was full with dead bodies of the people. The train which came from Pakistan to India, it was full of the dead bodies of the Muslim people. And the train which went from Delhi to Lahore, it was full of Muslim people. So how we may say it was the greatest loss of human resource at that time with a single decision. What was the impact? And in between there was a village named Mano Manjra. So the village, it is much more significant. So in a fictitious form he has treated. So that story also we know. So here also in a similar manner, Adil Jusawala, he has focused that in a different manner. So what that means, what is the role of the partition, and how Bombay at the other side, that as a mother, the term surrogate woman, just like surrogate, we use this word surrogate. सरोगेट यू कॅन से सरोगेट मीन्स इन मराठी आश्रय देणारे असं आपण म्हणतो. सो हिअर इन अ सरोगेट city which is the surrogate city is Bombay. So Bombay like a mother who gives shelter to all. She welcomes all the people of all caste and creed, and she absorbs them in the city, and they can start a new fresh life. What is the identity of Bombay? The identity of Bombay is just like a mother. It is just like a mother who gives shelter. Just we say Mother Earth. In a similar manner, those qualities, Bombay as a place, and what are the qualities of Bombay? It has been highlighted by Adil Jusawala through this poem. So he has very properly mentioned what is the role of Bombay. So Bombay is not only a city, but it is such kind of city which absorbs all kinds of people. She welcomes all the people, and they can start their own business, and they can forget their old worries or problems, and it solaces them to stand up again in their life and make them self-reliant. That attitude or those qualities of that city Bombay, it has been mentioned. The physical description is different, and at the other side we may say what are the qualities of the city Bombay, what kind of people they are living. So yes, at one side the decision of partition, it was the worst decision, but at the other side, what is the role of Bombay? The role of Bombay, she has accepted, that means Bombay city has accepted all the people from India and Pakistan, whosoever they came, and they took the shelter there, and they have been welcomed to that city, that it in a very specific manner. And so Adil Jusawala, when his name comes, so Sea Breeze Bombay, naturally his poem, it comes forward, and we can understand what kind of views are being expressed by Adil Jusawala through this poem. Now I turn to the title of the poem, Sea Breeze Bombay. So just see, Sea Breeze Bombay. Sea, we know what is the location of Bombay. Bombay is situated on the bankside, or sorry, on the shore of seashore, on the seashore, and likewise. So the sea breeze, what does it signify? The breeze is what? The breeze is solacing. So the breeze is pleasant. So the breeze, in that breeze, it has the power of healing. The breeze, it has the power of healing, and it can cure all the kinds of past wounds. It will make the people to forget their past wounds and to stand on their, and make them self-reliant. That theme is of the poem Sea Breeze Bombay. So now I'll turn to the poem. So just see, I'll read the poem first. Partitions people stitched, shroud from a flag, gentlemen scissored Sindh, and open people, flying across the cut country, re-knocked themselves on this island. So just see those first 4 lines. Partition people stitched. Partition people stitched. So partition, what happened after partition? So partition people stitched. So what has naturally happened? The flag, before partition, I would say India was one nation, but what has naturally, that means with the partition, India has been divided into 2 nations, India and Pakistan. It has stitched shrouds from a flag. Shrouds, SHROUDS. Shrouds means what? We may call it as kafan, your cloth. So shrouds from a flag, as if the flag has been teared, and you can say what it has done. Naturally, we could see what was the impact. Many people, they were killed. So the Hindus, they killed Muslim, and Muslims, they killed Hindus. So that means till today they were brothers, but with the partition, what has naturally happened? The people, they have been divided. So they have been divided, and what was the impact? It is clearly reflected. Partitions people stitched, shroud from a flag, gentlemen. Who are these gentlemen? Gentlemen scissored Sindh. Gentlemen means these politicians, these educated people. These educated people, they took the decision. These educated people, they took the decision. What did they do? They scissored. Scissored means what? They cut into 2. They cut, that means the nation, it was divided into two. Seized Sindh, that means in Pakistan, and remaining you can say India. And open people flying across the cut. So frying you can say, just we can, frying pan, we know frying pan, polne. So you can say these people, that the people who came from Pakistan to India and the people who went to Pakistan, naturally they were fried in that sense. So the impact, it was so severe, they could not bear. Many of them have to lose their families. So it was I would say, a different calamity which could not be fulfilled until now. We could see how many years have passed, but no one has forget what happened during the time of partition. And open people flying across the cut country re-knocked themselves on this island. Re-knocked, here you can say, re-knocked. Not we know, not means what? Gat bandne asं आपण म्हणतो, not you can say. So re-knot again, likewise, that means re-knot, they again started their life. So they again started their lives themselves on this island. So what is that? Means this island in a sense, as it is situated on the seashore. So likewise, the island, it is none other but Bombay. So these people, they came where? They came to Bombay. So these people, they came to Bombay on this island, surrogate city of banks. And what is this Bombay city? It is called as surrogate city of banks. As I have told you, what kind of city? Bombay is been identified as surrogate city. So surrogate, you can say Ashray Denari. So here we know, you can say surrogate woman is different, and surrogate city, here in a sense, so who absorbs everyone and who, that means who takes care. So Bombay, it becomes a surrogate city of banks, broking and base refugees. Brokering means what? Vyapar, pure industrialization, brokering. So brokering, here you can say it is a city known for what? Bombay is a metropolitan city, cosmopolitan city, and a commercial hub. So metropolitan, cosmopolitan, commercial hub. Yes, it's a commercial hub. Here all the trades, all the sea trade, or you can say the trades, that means we know Bombay is the capital of what? Bombay is the capital city of India. So that means what kind of capital? So it is, that capital is different, but a commercial capital of India is Bombay. So we know, and that's why here you can say brokering and base refugees. So these refugees, who are these refugees? So refugees म्हणजे शरणार्थी, आपण we call them as शरणार्थी in Marathi. So these refugees, harbor and port. So they have came here on this harbor and port, that means for the city of trade. So here they came. So they came, gatherers of ends whose bricks beginning work. So who are these people? They are gatherers of end. So gatherers of ends means what? Gatherers of end. Now we can say they are going to start a new life. They have gathered here. Gatherers of end whose brick means brick beginning work. Brick is a symbol of what? So when you want to build a house, it starts from that brick. So that's why the word brick here, it symbolizes bricks beginning work. Brick beginning work, that means now here they have came and they want to build their own home or make the city as their own house or own home. So they have gathered here, they have came here, and with a new that means with a new ambition, they are going to rest their brick here, or you can say build their houses here, or see what faith plays the role with them, you can say. So loose like a skin spotting the coast. So loose like a skin spotting the coast, restore us to fire. So finally, who have came here to live, and you can say likewise there, that means they were totally fragmented. They were totally, that means unrest until now. But they find this is the place where they can start their lives and restore to fire. Fire is a symbol of food. So fire is a symbol of food where they will start, you can say, their life, and where that means they could get their, fulfill their basic needs of food, cloth and shelter. So that's why restore their fire. Restore us to fire. New refugees. Who are these? These are the new refugees. So new refugees from where? The first refugees which are been mentioned, they are from Punjab and Sindh, you can say. So these refugees, so this Bombay city, it is a new place for them. They have came here. So they have came here, and so with that purpose, they will naturally start a new life. New refugees wearing blood red wool in the worst heat. Blood red wool. So when you use this symbol, blood red wool, so that means already that from all sides, so that they might have traveled, so from Sindh, that or by sea, wherever they have came from, that means by whatever the ways they have came here, naturally from all sides they have suffered a lot. They have suffered a lot. Their wounds, they are what? Their wounds, they are fresh. Their wounds, they are fresh, and that's why wearing blood red wool in the worst heat. In the worst heat, they have traveled. So that means what might be the conditions of their heels, or their, you can say, of their hands or their face. Nothing is, you can say, in a proper condition. So physically, they are totally weak now. Why? Because they have traveled much a lot, and they are totally stressed. So they are totally stressed, and here this is the place which they find. Here the people of all caste and creed, they are living here, and they feel comfortable when they come here. To some extent, they feel comfortable, and they look at Bombay as a city which can only reduce their wounds or heal their wounds there. So come from Tibet, the other example, it has been given of, that means come from Tibet. The other refugees, who were the first refugees? The first refugees, they were from, that means after partition, they might be Muslims or whosoever, Hindus, Muslims, whosoever they came to Bombay. So whosoever they came to Bombay, and the other refugees, they're from Tibet. We know Dalai Lama. So Dalai Lama, he can say, when he revolted against China, at that time we see he ran from Tibet and he came to Bombay, and he find the proper place where he was safe. So when he ran from Tibet, he came to Bombay, he can say. So came from Tibet, scanning the sea from the north. So north, we know, north, towards north, Tibet, China. So from there he came, and where he came? He came to Bombay. What for? To take shelter. He came to Bombay to take shelter. So what is Bombay? Bombay is a city who gives shelter to all the refugees. And these two refugees they are been mentioned from Punjab and Sindh and Tibet. So for these people, she has given shelter, and even from the people who feel insecure, naturally they come to Bombay, and as a mother, Bombay, naturally she gives them wholeheartedly. Whosoever comes, we may say, whosoever comes to Bombay, naturally he can live a life, at least he can fulfill his, that means at least his basic needs can be fulfilled in Bombay. So that attitude, it has been mentioned by Adil Jusawala. Dazed holes in the cracked feet. Dazed holes. So dazed holes means what he can say. So dazed holes due to walking. So Dalai Lama, when he came to Bombay along with his other people, so what was the condition of his feet? So due to all, that means barefooted, he might have walked from north to Bombay. And what was his condition? That it has been told, dazed holes in the cracked feet. There are totally cracks on his feet. So due to walking, what might be the condition of his feet? He can say, restore us to fire. Still communities tear and reform. So restore, and again they too are restored. store, restore. Again, they can stand. So again, they are, that means it is just like a resolution for them. So what this answer, it could be found where of their life, it is only found in Mumbai. So restore us to fire, still communities tear and reform, and still the breeze, cooling the garrulous evenings, investigates nothing. Garrulous means, so garrulous evening. So the people, when they are just, you can say, at Bombay Chowpatty, when these people, they walk, so that means they walk, they forget their past pains. Garrulous, that is, they can forget their past pains. Whatever the heal, that means the wounds and pains which are in their, that means the pains which are in their mind, they are forgotten with the sea breeze of Bombay. With the sea breeze of Bombay, when they are walking at the evening time, they can forget their pain because it has the breeze, it has the ability to forget their pains, you can see. So, still communities tear and reform, and still breeze cooling out garrulous evenings, investigates nothing. So this city, it investigate nothing means what? It will not enter in your past. Who were you in the past? Where that means what kind of life were you living in the past? You have came here, you want to start a new life, you want to start a new beginning of life. So nothing, the past pages will not be opened here. The past pages cannot be opened here. You can start your new fresh life, you can say. Ruffles no temper. So it will not get angry at all. Ruffles, that means your past angers or whatever it might be. It will not get angry at all. No tempers, there will be no temper, no fear or any kind of, you can say, a rivalry attitude to the person who comes to Bombay. So everyone, we could see even now in the corona situation, or if you see the people from all states of India, they were living in Maharashtra, in Bombay I would say specifically, they were living in Bombay, but due to the pandemic situation, they left Mumbai or Bombay and they returned back again. They went to their natives, but they came back again. They felt, yes, this is the place where I have been brought up, where I got everything. So that is the feeling, and that's why we see people from all corners of India, they come to Mumbai or Bombay and they want to become successful. And when they come here, naturally, this city, Bombay city, she absorbs each and everyone. That it has been told, it will not turn to any kinds of past roots. So, no tempers, uncover no root. Root in a sense, it will not go to any kind, that means whatever it might be your past history. Who were you? What kind of person you were in the past? Or in your past days, or you can say in your earlier times. Whatever you were, this city, it will never ask you. It will never ask you. You have came here, she'll always, this city, Bombay, she'll always feed you. She'll always feed you and settles no adrift. So it will never create a drift between you. So it will always welcome you of the mainland's history. And it has a rich history, the mainland's history. So that's why Bombay has a rich history. It is, that means and that's why it has been finally in the final line, it is called as the mainland's history. So this city, it will welcome you from all sides. So that attitude, it has been mentioned of the Bombay, and that's why the title which has been mentioned in the poem, it is a significant title, and that's why the poet says Sea Breeze Bombay. So the title, it is appropriate, and the poet has been successful in explaining the title. So that was what I want to focus through this poem about the poet Adil Jaswala. Thank you.